Hey guys, impromptu little chat here about working in your genius zone, what that means, and how you can move from trying to sell your products into actually connecting with people. And guess what? A byproduct of connecting is that you get into conversations, and conversations is where the sales take place. So my name's Cathy Callahan. I love to share all things online marketing, social media, and how to build your direct sales business or whatever business it is that you work that you want to take online effectively through conversations, through connections, and through being authentic. So I just got off of a conversation with a friend who's successful in her network marketing business, but she moved from belly to belly to online. And now she's stuck and frustrated, and she's trying to figure out how to be different because what she sees people doing out in the online world to her is not attractive, it's not effective. And she said for a long time she did what her upline told her. She's even taken an advanced program class that I took, and I'm talking a very advanced class. And through that, she's still stuck and frustrated, trying to figure out what move to make next. So what she kind of resorted to in that frustration, in that confusion, in that overwhelm is a bunch of copy and paste, doing things that she was told to do, but not thinking for herself, not applying her into the equation, and not learning to work in her genius zone. Now, the first time I ever heard genius zone, I'm not the creator of that term. That was actually through a free challenge that I took learning how to grow Facebook groups. And I was told, learn to work in your genius zone and make your group around that. And I was like, what does that mean? What is a genius zone? Now what happens is I was coaching with my friend on the phone right now. She's like, how do I sell my products? And we talked about what content we want to put out there on social media and the different buckets. So are you guys putting content out there, and are you mixing it up with a variety of content? And if so, is one of your buckets your company or your products? Okay? Doesn't matter if you're a realtor. It doesn't matter if you are in direct sales. If you're ultimately trying to sell your products and one of your buckets is that product, that's the problem in my opinion. Your product that you can monetize, when you get to do that, that's a byproduct of first you putting yourself out there and being a person of value. Not being someone who's trying to sell a house, or not being someone who's trying to sell a hat, whatever it is that you sell. Because what happens is people are over being sold to, but people do want to buy, okay? Especially on Facebook. People do not want to feel like they're being sold, but they do want to feel like they have the decision to buy. They want to do that. So how are you going to do that? So right now, start thinking of what is your genius zone? What does that mean? So when I talked to my friend, I said, let's pretend you don't have a product or a business to monetize. That means make money on. Take that out of the equation. Even though we know that we have to ultimately sell to stay in business, if you want to get to the place where you can successfully build online, take that piece out of the equation, and I want you to start thinking, naturally, if I wasn't trying to make a sale, okay, if I wasn't trying to get to the place where I could ask Nicole to buy my product, what kind of content would I put out there? What comes good and natural to me? So Nicole, what is one thing that you're amazing at? What is one thing you're interested in? And I want you to not think about the products that you sell. I don't even know the products that you sell, okay? What is your natural zone of genius, okay? So if you couldn't make any money doing what you're doing, what would you be doing? What kind of content could you put out there even if people didn't care? What would you show up and do every single day, even if the conversation did not lead to a potential sale? If you can think like that, you're starting to work in your genius zone. You're starting to work in your natural talents. You're starting to work in things that come good and easy to you. If you can get to that place, social media is not that hard. Because if we realize social media selling, social selling, doesn't happen until you have an influence over people. Then we go, okay, how do I get an influence over people? Influence is not about being a superstar. Influence is not about being Kim Kardashian. Influence is when people think of Nicole, or when they think of Brienne. Good, Nicole's thinking now, okay? When they think of Cathy Callahan, what do they think of? If they think of the products that you sell immediately, that's not you. That's not your brand. That's not your genius zone. They're thinking of you as a salesperson. But if they think of you as a mom, a teacher, a health coach, someone who has value when it comes to, like, she can teach people how to knit, or she likes birds. They know things about you, not just what you do or what you sell. They're going to follow you, right? And the people who follow you and have value that you give them, you have influence over them. If you can have influence over people, even if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 400 or 4,000, it does not matter what you offer, they're going to want it. That gives you peace. You no longer are your company. Now, guys, I have on my old business jacket. This was my home care agency. I was my company. I was a CEO of my company. I could go brand Morning Glory Home Care and make $1, or I could brand Cathy Callahan and make $1, okay? Most of you work for companies that when you brand your company, you sell your company. You don't gain influence for you. You're like, oh, my company's so great. My products are so great. That's great. Then I don't need you. I need your company. I need your products, and I need any rep that can sell me those products. Why do I need you? Why do I need to follow Kristin? If Kristin can do an excellent job, and she is a testimony of this, by the way, if she can do an excellent job, when she takes her clothing company that she left Wall Street for, or opposite, I don't know. Did you leave Wall Street first and start clothing? Did you start clothing? I don't know. Somehow she leaves Wall Street and ends up working for a clothing company. When she decides to layer in jewelry, people are like, no questions asked. Cool. If Kristin is saying this is a great thing, I believe it and I want it. She does not have to sell people on what makes that jewelry special, on how great that, she sold them on her, okay? This is what happens when you can work in your zone of genius. You go out there and put yourself out there, teach people, be authentic, be real, without a tie into how will I sell, because I promise, you will sell more easily, more successfully, and you'll have more retention in whatever you choose to sell if you do this part first, okay? So you guys, Nicole, it sounds like this is resonating. This is part of what we teach in the virtual party challenge. So if you guys are over there, you're hearing some of this. When I teach people how to get parties booked, it's really funny because I'm like, quit trying to get a party booked. Get a party by not getting a party. Isn't that weird? But we kind of come on the backside of things. The byproduct is we get a party booked. So if we can start putting ourselves out there, getting some influence, asking some questions, creating curiosity, and then it opens up a door, then we can say, oh, this might be a great fit for you. I'm doing this. Would you like to do it too? I'm doing this. Would you like to come? I'm using this. Would you like to check it out? All right. The process can be slower, but it's real. It's authentic. And then sales become a byproduct of you putting yourself out there, finding the need, creating solutions, and getting into conversations. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. If you need this broken down more, and you want to work more closely, get over into that virtual party challenge, even if you're not doing parties. It's literally everything you need to know to be authentic, to be real, to think differently about how to sell, and then to find some fun ways to start connecting with people, and then develop a relationship and nurture that relationship so that when Nicole and I meet for the first time, if she's not ready yet, it's okay. I'm not mad at her. I'm not Xing her off my list because she didn't buy. Like, no big deal. Keep hanging out with me, right? I'm going to keep sharing some more of the same stuff. We're going to keep getting to know each other. And maybe one day she'll want to buy, and maybe she won't, and it doesn't matter because I'm working in my zone of genius. I am doing what I know I'm called to do. So if the byproduct is that somebody joins me or buys, bonus. If not, it's all right. Hi, Pat. All right, we're wrapping up impromptu chat. If you are in the virtual party challenge, I will see you there. If you guys are trying to tackle how to do this on Instagram, I am not your Instagram expert. I love stories at the top. Love them. I don't do anything else successfully on Instagram. So Julia Burge has put together a complete workshop, okay? She will teach you how to do this kind of stuff I teach on Facebook over on Instagram. Before you jump into the DMs and say, want to join my team, want to buy my products, wanna, it's how do I give value? How do I connect? How do I find the need? How do I be the problem solver? How do I provide a solution and then not be tied to the outcome, okay? So if you want to join the Instagram workshop, it's $27 because she has a program that it's hundreds of dollar value. You'll get all the recordings and you get 3 hours of live training with her in a small group setting. It's not like 300 virtual party people, okay? So if you guys do want to do that, I linked it up in the announcements. Totally separate thing, just something I'm helping promote her as a guest trainer, because when she came in and did the free talk with us, you guys were like, teach me more. And I'm like, I can't. I'm not your Instagram girl. But the premise is the same, just a different platform. And on Instagram, people kind of like to be sold to a little bit more. It's weird. It's weird. It's a different place over there. I take them from IG stories over to Facebook because I like to be cozy with people. Relationships, right? Okay, guys, I'll see you in the virtual party challenge tonight if you're there. Jess will be live inside our moms group tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central. I'm chatting with you right here inside of this group, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.